Welcome to a great scene here. Excitement and energy flowing in the stadium as we get ready for this week's Game of the Week. We can only hope that it matches the hype. This is not just any other matchup. Both teams coming in ranked in the top 10, colliding early in the season, each trying to set the tone with a big statement. As we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Syracuse Orange. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. The gain moves the ball to the 34. Getting set. Here's 2nd down. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Catch made down inside the 20. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Tigers. Looked like a total bust there. Easy pitch and catch like you'd see in a Tuesday practice.
Yeah, that quarterback's eyes must have lit up on that play because you've got one of your players way downfield without any defender around him.
Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. Receiver makes the catch, and the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion. Pass caught, 2nd down now. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Football comes out, and the defense jumps on the football.
That's a great play by the defender who forced the fumble, but let's also recognize the heads-up play from the guy who recovered it. They were in the right place at just the right time.
Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. Ball handed off. They're gaining some breathing room now. Tackled at the 26. A gain makes it 2nd and medium. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Nowhere to go here, and the ball is knocked loose. Looks like the defense has it. Touchdown, Syracuse on the scoop and score. How about that, Kirk? A defensive touchdown to tie this football game.
Well, you only get a handful of those in an entire season. To be able to come up with that in this game, to tie the game, is just big time by this defense, and it gets it right back where they need to be.
And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. He's brought down out at the 46. That gain makes it 2nd and medium. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Grab down the middle. It's Brooks. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. So the ball placed right at the 50. Offense looking to pick up the first down here on 3rd and short. Can he make it to the marker? They make the stop just short of the first. Looks like inches to go, and now 4th down.
Well, this guy did everything that he could to try to get to that first down marker. It looks like he's just going to be inches short, and it's decision time for the offensive coordinator and head coach.
The offense stays on the field, of course. It's 4th down and inches. Brought down at the 46, good enough for a first down.
That's how you know an offensive coordinator really believes in the offensive line. You get to 4th down, you don't spread out a defense and try to create a one-on-one matchup and throw the ball. You go the old-fashioned way. You get behind that offensive line, you get the yards you need, and you extend this drive with that first down.
First down, looking to throw the football. Finds his man. It's Brooks. Finally brought down, but it's an explosive gain. Ball all the way to the 21. That's good timing there. Receiver makes the catch and then has some room to run.
Yeah, anytime you're going to run a route like this, you know who needs to get a lot of credit is the offensive line, because this play takes some time for the receiver to work his way across the field on that drag route, and the quarterback that time had enough time to be able to navigate the coverage and make the accurate throw.
The sophomore with a strong tackle there. The clock is running last minute in a very entertaining first quarter of play. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Looks to the left. Pass caught. Forced out of bounds after a nice gain. The offense is knocking on the door with a 1st and goal.
A running back who can take a check down like that and turn it into a gain can be a quarterback's best friend. And it's an easy way to rack up those touches and get the ball to your playmaker in the open field.
The offense sets up in scoring position with a new set of downs. Pass caught. Can he get in? Brought down, but the catch moves the ball all the way down to the 1. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Second down and goal upcoming. And the quarterback dropping back, bringing pressure, launching one to the end zone. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
Chris, that ball gets tipped and goes straight up into the air. That's anybody's ball. The defense does a really good job down in this area expecting the pass. The ball's in the air. Ball gets tipped. Keep in mind, the offense or the defense can get underneath that for a play, and the ball hits the ground for an incompletion.
Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, LSU.
This gives you an idea of the versatility of this offense, Chris. 3rd down and goal from the 1-yard line. A lot of people would think they're going to run the football, but instead they trust the quarterback to make a good decision. Great execution.
And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing. Looking to make a play deep downfield. Catch made down inside the 25. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. And when they're rolling like this, it results in quick and positive results.
And this crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop with the offense pinned back. First down, looking to throw the ball. Makes a quick catch. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. That completion makes it second and medium. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up third down.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
The defense stops him just short of the marker. That'll bring up fourth down.
Really tight coverage here by this defense. Now, they give up the pass underneath, but do a nice job of rallying to the football to keep him short of that first down marker. And now we've got a decision here on fourth down.
Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down. A new set of downs after that completion. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Tigers.
Boy, this guy has a knack for the end zone, doesn't he? That's 2 touchdowns for this guy today, and I don't know if he's done yet.
Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. This group has been clicking. They've really built momentum. Can the defense make adjustments, come up with a stop here? And he finds a wide open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. The tackle is finally made, but it's down at the 28-yard line.
Chris, is it possible to be DBU and wide receiver U at the same time? I think the LSU fans think it's possible. They always seem to have great defensive backs, and they always have pass catchers that just show up and show out week after week, year after year.
Second down play coming up. The back's got it. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play. LSU now operating in the red zone. On 3rd down, it's a handoff. Stopped right there at the line, no gain.
Wow, the defense prevented them from getting the first down. How about that? Nice job of holding their point there at the defensive line. They came close to getting the first, but the defense deserves credit. Now we've got 4th and inches.
Less than a yard for a first down. They'll go for it on 4th. Keeping it on the ground here. Oh, they've stopped him short. First down here for this offense. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Pressure is coming. Fired into a tight window and picked off. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's the running back who makes the catch across the middle. And a nice first down gain there. They get him down, but very close to the first down marker. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. Shotgun empty backfield on 2nd and inches. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Hit as he released it. And it's incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining.
Boy, this quarterback's having one of those games you just dreamed about. A lot of yards and a lot of touchdown passes. And in fact, he had open receivers again for another big play. The defense finally got pressure on him, or I think it would have been potentially another touchdown.
And now the ball comes out. A disastrous play from the start. Defense falls on the ball. Crucial takeaway. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. The last possession ended in a fumble, and that set up a touchdown. So they got to bounce back from that right away. Good enough for the first down to the 37.
Well, just a great play by the running back here. Just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
On first down, they'll keep their running game churning. Solid run, tackled at the 45-yard line. Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Receiver makes the grab, and they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
Simple pitch and catch on the drag route. Quarterbacks love these routes because they're short throws, but those yards after the catch kind of pad your stats.
And looking to throw now on first down. Fires it to the wideout. And he pulls in the catch. You make the tackle, but the gain moves the ball to the 28. LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Caught quickly. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. That completion makes it 2nd and medium. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. Taken down, but not before he makes the first down. And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. The pocket breaking down. With the catch, it's Brooks. Brought down after the catch, but at the 8-yard line. The offense threatening here.
That's an easy completion for the quarterback, finding his receiver just dragging underneath coverage.
Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. The gain moves the football to the 6-yard line. It'll be first down and goal. And the crowd really making some noise now, trying to help out this defense to get this stop near the goal line. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he makes it into the end zone. Touchdown, LSU. How important was that touchdown, Kirk? It's now a 2-possession game here in the second half.
It's a great job of this offense with their execution and having situational awareness here in the second half. They now have, as you said, Chris, this 2-possession lead. They got a great chance to finish it off and get a win.
And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. They'll run it from the gun. They tackle him at the 48, but it's enough for a new first down.
You know, all week the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback. He told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. But, man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game.
Nowhere to go. The ball knocked loose. It's a turnover. Oh, and he's free down the left side. Can they run him down? Touchdown, Orangeman. The defense at 6 points. That is any defender's dream. Comes up with a fumble, takes it back to the house.
I can't believe the speed that this guy has to be able to score. I thought maybe he picked it up, maybe go a few yards, but instead he took it all the way to the end zone.
Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. The gain moves the ball to the 34.
He's brought in at the 34. Second down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And he's got it again. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw it on first down. Makes a quick grab. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6.
Tackle is made at the 46-yard line. Brings up second down.
Play action fake. Looking to throw. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. He lets it go on the move. Oh, that one's picked off. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Boy, this defense did exactly what they needed to do. Come up with a turnover here in the second half to get them.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Handoff here from the shotgun. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Chris, the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
Goes to his right side there for the completion.
The receiver does all the work here. Man, that is easy living for this quarterback. Really good footwork by the receiver, gets the separation, and at that point, it's just pitch and catch for the quarterback.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
Boy, nice job here by the receiver to be able to pick up this first down. I guess the only thing he could have done better was stay in bounds. You got to stay in bounds to be able to keep that clock moving with the lead.
Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now. LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Tries the right with a quick throw. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. Explosive gain across midfield. They'll spot it about the 35. The offense operating at peak efficiency. They come to the line again. He'll hand it off. Finding some room at the 25. Tackle made at the 24-yard line. This offense really threatening now.
Well, this offense just seems to get more confident as this football game is played out. They've got a nice lead. Here they are in the fourth quarter, just working that clock, possessing the football, and trying to get out of here with a nice, solid victory.
And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down. LSU is now operating in the red zone. Looking to pass here on second down. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion. And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. In the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Gets rid of it on the move. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. Forced out of bounds, but a nice gain there, and the offense will have a 1st and goal. Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. This offense is still clicking. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. They were clicking last time. Great protection. The pitch and catch was solid. Right down for a touchdown. It's a quick grab. They stop him after a 6-yard gain. So 2nd and 4.
That's a much better job by this quarterback of working through his progressions. We've seen him earlier try to force some throws, trying to make a big play. This time, works through his progressions, checks it down to the flat, and picks up some positive yards.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
They make the stop just short of the marker. It's getting 4th down and inches. Coach leaves his offense on the field to go for this one, needing to get a first down. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, drops back. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down. And he drops back in the gun. Makes the catch. Can he get in? Touchdown, Tigers. To stretch the lead, the route is on. We had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense there, Kirk.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. They've got a big cushion here in the latter stages. Great feeling to be up big on. He'll take a deep shot here. And it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, LSU. And the beatdown continues.
You know, coaches love to see a football team that doesn't get caught up in the scoreboard. They're just out executing and doing what needs to be done. That's what we're seeing from this offense. Yeah, they continue to put points on the board and they're pulling away. I just love to see the execution and how they're going about their business.
Well, frankly, Kirk, we hope for games that are a little bit more suspenseful. This one got out of hand early, ended up being a rout.
That's putting it nicely, Chris, right? This was a complete blowout. A solid performance in all areas by this team. Their coaches should be proud of how they looked out there today.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.